Hello everyone, welcome to our Talking to the Moon series. Now today is May 27, 2023 and we are entering the first quarter moon in Virgo. Now this reading is timeless, so even if you are able to encounter this video beyond May 27, there must be a message for you here. So just take what resonates with you, or just enjoy watching the video. Now, the first quarter moon in Virgo is about 8 days since we entered the new moon in Taurus. So by this time, whatever project you have started or whatever inspiration you started following may have unfolded already up to a certain extent. So this is a very good time for you to assess the situation, which is actually what is the message of the card, or the main energy of our Talking to the Moon series. It's time for you to take a pause and examine, was the project that you started is still something that you want to pursue, or something that continue to inspire you, or maybe now that you have started the project, somehow after a few days you somehow have gauged already whether the approach that you chose to follow is effective, or maybe you need to modify it a little bit more, or maybe you need to consider another approach in the project. By this time also, you can now somehow assess how everybody around you is responding to whatever you're doing, or if you have done it secretly, as if you have not shown it to other people. This is the time for you to assess, will you slowly reveal it now, or will you continue to keep it secret and nurture it until it becomes a reality? So this is the time for you to assess things. Now you can also see right now whether this inspiration or this project is truly an inspiration coming from the universe, or it is just your personal desire. So you can also assess it now. By this time also, you can assess if it is something that is positive, or it is something that is not helpful to you at this time. By this time also, it's time for you also to take a pause and declutter, because sometimes the things that we started with, the materials we used as we started a new project or a new endeavor, might no longer be applicable for us now, and we might need to replace it with something new, or we might need to augment certain things to the project, or maybe you need to let go of some materials that you have used or some approach that you have used. So at this time, it's good for you to take a pause and examine things, to also take a pause and listen to whatever messages the universe is trying to give you, in order to find whether you are in the right direction, or maybe if you need to modify a little bit the direction that you are going. Now let us try to read from the handbook that accompanies this card, which is actually belonging to the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. Let's try to see what the handbook tells us regarding first quarter moon in Virgo. Assess the situation. Stop, breathe, and take stock. Perhaps you have taken on too much. Now is the time to be reliable and practical. Laziness is your enemy. Also, do not be too influenced by the crowd and what they are saying. Do you still want what you used to want, and as much? If so, are you really doing what needs to be done to make your dreams real? Express how you feel, but do it without too much self-criticism or criticism of others. Make an honest inventory about where you could do more to manifest your dreams. Okay, so this is the message from the handbook. Now let us now go to the tarot reading so that we can see how this first quarter moon in Virgo will unfold for you. For our tarot reading, we will start with by getting a card from the Moon Magic Oracle. Let's try to see what is our card for today. Okay. Our card is Moon Goddess. Okay, interesting. Moon Goddess. Looking at the handbook that accompanies this card, entitled Moon Goddess, the keywords are divinity, hidden, depth. Okay, a little bit mysterious. Hidden, and there is a depth. So it's like we need to look beyond the surface. We need to look beyond the mystery. Okay, it says here, the Divine Feminine is watching over you, offering guidance towards your full potential. She shines her silver beam upon you, speaks to you in dreams, and draws you out into the dark of night to bathe in the beauty of her light. So the Moon Goddess is like, the moon itself, or the goddess that is in the moon. So she is drawing you into her mystery, and she is watching over you. Okay. She encourages you to live in tune with the lunar cycle, to meditate and relax. Okay, so just go with the cycle of the moon and just relax. She welcomes you into her realm of magic and asks that you live a life that is true to the magic of your heart. Okay, follow your heart. Okay, let's continue. Do not be afraid to follow your dreams, for they will lead you to your destiny, showing you what you are capable of achieving if you set your mind to it. Be bold and take the first step, and the path will soon be revealed to you. Just as the Moon Goddess does not reveal her full light all at once, so you too have a hidden side that is waiting for the opportunity to reveal itself. There is far more to you than meets the eye, and now is the time to bring out those hidden talents and gifts. Let the world see more of your light. Okay, so now that about 8 days has already passed since the new moon in Taurus, it's time for you to slowly shine. Okay, after maybe taking a pause, it's time to reassess everything and try to see. For some of you, maybe it's time for you to shine. Okay, so here we have, we'll put it here. Now let's try to see what the tarot cards would like to tell us as we enter the first quarter moon in Virgo. Okay, let's see how this quarter moon will unfold. Okay, we have here the Emperor. Okay, it's beautiful. And then we have here the Two of Wands, and then the Nine of Cups. Beautiful. So you are right now on top of the situation. Just a moment, it flew. So the card just flew off the table. So it means, yeah, you see here, we have here the Emperor. So you seem to be ready to soar. It's like very much close to the Moon Goddess. It's time for you to shine and to soar. Okay. Now you are the Emperor. So the Emperor is somebody who is calm and composed, somebody who knows his worth, somebody who's very efficient, somebody who's very decisive. Okay, so you are entering this quarter moon as an emperor. So yes, everything that you need to make things happen you have that quality of making things happen. Now you will have to make some decisions sooner or later. For some of you, it can be a decision of traveling. For some of you, it can be a decision of changing career. For some of you, it can be also a decision of letting go of certain relationships and opening yourself to new ones. No. Whatever decision you're going to make, you will have a lot of choices. So yeah, it will be a celebration. It means that the choices that you will have, we have here the Nine of Cups. These are choices that are very, very positive, because you see here the person is jumping in jubilation. So it means that whatever choices you are having right now, or you will be having a few days from now, these are things that are beautiful, and there will be causes for joy. So things are going well. You have the capacity to make whatever it is that you started come into a reality. Now you will have to make certain decisions. Some things you have to let go. Some things you need to consider opening yourself to, and then finally, whatever choices you will make, you have a lot of choices. All of them will make you happy. Now, when you look at it, all of these colors are yellow. Makes me think of sunny days ahead of you. Now, let's try to see what is the advice for you as you enter the first quarter moon in Virgo. So the advice is, we have here the Two of Pentacles. So yes, you will have to balance things, and maybe so you will have to balance certain things. There are a lot of things that you will need to consider. I think this is the one here. You will have to balance certain things because there are a lot of beautiful things that will open up to you. Maybe you need to choose, so that the others you have to let go, or else you will have a lot of things in your hands and it will be difficult for you also. So like deciding the chi that you need to consider some things, but you need to let go of certain things, so that it will be easier for you to handle or manage things. Now, all of them are beautiful choices, so you will have to do certain things. But you are the emperor, and so it will be easier for you to manage things. Like this one, while you are balancing things, in the Two of Pentacles, you are even dancing. But it's going to give some emotional, you see here, it will affect your emotions. So in a certain sense, you really have to maybe decide which one to let go and which ones to consider. Okay, so because you will be preoccupied with a lot of things and maybe a lot of choices. Now let's try to read what is written here in this card. And it says here, you need to balance home and work. Okay, maybe it's because you will have a lot of things in your hands, so don't forget to also nurture your loved ones and also yourself. So you need to balance home and work. Focus on where you are giving too much of yourself. All play and no work is just as bad as all work and no play. So you need to somehow balance both, so that both will benefit and both will benefit you. Okay, and remember to save your pennies. Every time you get money, put a little aside for a rainy day. Okay, so take note of that. It's very important. So when you receive something, don't spend all of them. Save a little. Maybe, for example, if you receive $500, save the $100. Don't spend them all. Save them for a rainy day. Little by little, even if it's just a small amount, after a certain period of time, they will accumulate. And when they accumulate, it will be a big thing when you finally need to use them. They also will make you feel secure. So this is what we have for today with our Talking to the Moon series. It seems that things are okay. You have the capacity to get things done. you will have to make some decisions and you will have to make some choices. Now, make sure to balance between your personal life and also your work. Make sure that both of them gets your attention and both of them will benefit you. Now, take care of your health also. For me also, balancing will be also spending time also interiorly. So trying to balance between our activities in the exterior world and in our inner world. Now, it's also a time for us to take a pause and assess the situation. Well, that's it for today. I hope you were able to gain some benefits from our Talking to the Moon series. I hope to see you again in our next videos. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.